Usually say jabo, and then you bet me allegedly I confirmed, sir. Yera Honorable King, the base in a canon. It belongs to Yera Honorable King. Abuja, may I enjoy this nice conversation, Emra.
That ye do work at the Japan, nim dear ni nyansa, ene nani swati hunu, and ye the base. I don't get it because the Japan is an NPP person. Why NPP ni a two kwakwati a political party. I'm be contesting election in the next elections. Why do you have to build the party around the ideology of somebody who does not believe or who does not belong to your party? I don't get it. Because if you take the NDC manifesto, the Oma can play say probity and accountability is our motto. There's just to be and they say, Ora, Gerollis, yet an ideology and yet the forming party. So it is inscripted in the constitution. Straight the BNU yet TB Biafao. So what catch me say? You do rack at the Japan. Mutiny, na ideology near the forming the base. And ya me said, you know, the base near Canada Japan, dear. That's why I see it. Canada Japan, dear. Okay. So this man came to Kesben Macheso and with the interview of Kojo Preko Dankwa. One Kojo Preko Dankwa Kasana and Kojo Preko say, na boss, the base, no, record the Japan, the personal aid, lawyer, Amwa. Aba Bontin say, the Japan nim especially Urakwasi Kwatin or your public relations officer, SIA the communication director at the back of the Japan's campaign. Wapa Bontin so record the Japan. When him the base no hoshe, mutien you. When him the base no hoshe, then this man told Kojo Preko Dankwa that okay, also when him the base no hoshe there. Sa branche we say no, kwesi kwate no. Okasamo no ankasa no ho onkasama kede the Japan bi. Remember that kwesi kwate is was a communication director at the market of the Japan's campaign. But Oro Tibonsi say, asam no ora kwesi kwate beka say. Ora kende de Japan enim the base no hoshe no ora Otibonsu Dr. Otibonsu ono no ye kende de Japan chochobucho the best friend ne financier waye financier ma NPP kende de Japan to on the tiam no ono no say abrantie we say okasama no ho onkasama kende de Japan biem efise opeso chese asem na okase ikosi kwate kase kende de Japan enim hoshe no kwesi kwate no Canada Japan suma no so mbeka asama. That is what this man said. That's what this man said. Da kwesi kwate no okasama ono ankasa no ho onkasama honorable Canada Japan. And we say campaign dey ya wie enti ya wie a wadwuma no why wadwuma wie enti okasa sane be ya NPP for be man baby ahye. That is the words of Ora Otibonsu. I think I have done this one before. That is the reason why I don't want to play the videos near all these things. I have done it before, but those two and send me a new way I'm making. And when they me say the base Ora Canada Japan. The base Ora Canada Japan. That is that. Now let's move on. Now all right, let's move on. Let's move to another one. Okay, so this is a renowned comedian, Alex, otherwise known as Ejako. Ejako is somebody or do work in the Japan pa. It started from the way back when Uraka the Japan. It started from way back when Uraka the Japan started. Who watches the Watchman? And Ejako will go to Oman FM, will go to Netu to support Uraka the Japan. And Ejako be supporting Uraka the Japan since. Ejako everywhere it talks about Uraka the Japan. Bibiamu Uraka the Japan. Ejako in 2003 supported Uraka the Japan against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ejako in 2026, he supported Kennedy Japan against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Ejako, everything about Ejako is honorable Kennedy Japan. He believes in the Kennedy Japan's ideology. He believes in Kennedy Japan's, policies. He believes in the Kennedy Japan's personality. Everything, of Kennedy Japan. That is Ejako. Okay, now let's move on. Ejako went to one radio station in Kumasi. That was Angel FM 96.9 one. And Tamani about to NPP for about to Omabano. Akoyi the presidential candidate. So he went there to campaign for Dr. Kennedy Agyapong. It was quite no asemba ko kaya ano shepa e was station ho and it was say a vote for Kennedy is a vote for a better Ghana. Ejako test NPP delegates. Ejako catch NPP delegates say so to about the man ora Kennedy Agyapong, you are voting for a better Ghana, a better Ghana. A better Ghana. Please, excuse me, Mr. Momami, just a minute, Mr. Yes, a better Ghana. Okay, so I'm told that we are on now. Yes, we are live now. Okay, almost. All right. So that is that. Okay, so bring me back. So Ejako said that a vote for Kennedy Agyapong is a vote for a better Ghana. Ejako tells NPP delegates. The focus is not about Kennedy Agyapong. Or say, what about Kennedy Agyapong? It's for a better Ghana. A better Ghana. Or say, it's for a better Ghana. So it means that Okache delegates, they say, so one, two about Kennedy Agyapong, you wouldn't get a better Ghana. So this one said that a better Ghana. Kennedy Agyapong stands for a better Ghana. Okay. Then, over the weekend, we saw Honorable Ejako, Mr. Ejako, Alex, you see, in case you don't know, many knew Amakomu in Kumasi, Mimi Fie AM16, Yawom AM5, and ya dear by AM16. The AM16, no, ya know, we fear Bohon, we AM17, and I mean AM16, or whom you are from Poy. Hey, Alex, Alex, had a dear friend, would have friend Kofia Dunia. Kofia Dunia, on only bra penny and your friend Kofia. I don't know, so feel a dear ado. It's also the Alexander Kofia. I'll bet you one day, better. So, this is Alex. So Ejako said that a better Ghana, you vote for a Kennedy Agyapong is for a better Ghana. He loves Kennedy Agyapong than any other person, politician in this country. Okay, so over the weekend, we saw Ejako on Kumasi and other regions. I'm told that you'll be going to other regions. All the debates in one dance or Dromoko picnic. Would that base in one dance? Let's watch that video. What video? Say, yeah, you watch the video, Ejako in Kumasi, Yahweh. Yes. Now, the base, it will turn the base at the Amanko for. And I'm told that they have started registering people to come to the base, to join the base. So let's watch some of the videos. I'll come back and tell you something. Watch it.
And then there's a baby kakra for thousands of people. Just say in fast a ding the telephone number populated from near details I can yes a boroso I feel at the base no era from pa ubia meka ye hona sebe yamwa na ye can delay a person de ne ba no ye ntimi mfa ne mra we nyina ye registration mbajo me baja.
Okay, so we the registration the basic for you. So this is the question. Okay, you see, I've told you the Tibosu is telling us that the base was built around Ora Kennedy Agyapong, but Kwesi Kwati denied, and he said that Kwesi Kwati does not speak for Kennedy Agyapong again. He speaks for himself. So what he told us that Mr. Kennedy Agyapong has nothing to do with the base, no, and your Kwesi Kwati solely for Kwesi Kwati and no Kennedy Agyapong's camp. So Ejako is saying that a vote for Kennedy Agyapong is a vote for a better Ghana. Okay, let's say the base no Ora Kennedy Agyapong PP. Then the base Abba Ejako is a strong NPP person. Okay, so the base will go for another candidate at the expense of Owura Kennedy Agyapong. So how will Ejako bypass Kennedy Agyapong in NPP? Tiedi yo, obe through NPP atwachna abro Owura Kennedy Agyapong we NPP. No akwa any other person be echi. Say pano the base. Meanwhile, say a vote for Kennedy is a vote for better Ghana. You understand? It is so Kennedy Agyapong with NPP. And then the Bamba Jako Jai NPP or Doc Kennedy Agyapong. No Jai NPP no call the base. I don't get it. So it tells you that look, the base is for Kennedy Agyapong. The base is for Kennedy Agyapong. For what Ejako said, because Ejako wants a better Ghana. Was he vote for Kennedy Agyapong is a better Ghana, vote for a better Ghana. And he thinks that MPR Owura Kennedy Agyapong and with the base. So if Kennedy Agyapong with the base, then he wants a better Ghana. The reason why he has joined the base. Finito. Owura Kennedy Agyapong and with the base, and Ejako wants a better Ghana. So if a better Ghana, na Kennedy Agyapong, and with NPP, a be to the flag bearer. So Ejako will stay with Owura Kennedy Agyapong. But say Ejako bypass NPP. Neso ko the base. Neso ko obiosi a better Ghana. Kennedy Agyapong stand for a better Ghana. There stands to reason that then Kennedy Agyapong is with the base. So Ejako with the base looking for a better Ghana. That's it. It's simple like ABCD. Unless say, yeah, I'm a journalist, I'm a broadcaster, if it is not like that, I will apologize. I'm saying that the base is for Owura Kennedy Agyapong. The personalities that I have seen, there's a one guy, be over friend, say, Malam Mumunia, say, was a Malam. But was that one guy be social media no attripe no NPP ni no attripe or no support Owura Kennedy Agyapong. They have all joined the base. And I know there's another one guy being Kumasi, a strong man Simon. He's also the base. He will tell Owura Kennedy Agyapong, but he joins the base. So I will be shocked. Say, how come that these people will despise NPP and go for the base? Owura Kennedy Agyapong any the base. So me deductive be free me, including what Dr. Otubonsu said. It means that Kennedy Agyapong is for the base, and the base is for Kennedy Agyapong. Infinito, simple like ABCD. Okay, so let's move on to another item. Another time but we have to do this. So keep them coming. Go to Facebook and search for Kesman TV. Program be ya by Baochewa Jedi Faha. Yabekin Kai Ediama. So where are we now? I'm lost. I say, okay. They say that I should go to President John Dramani Mahama. Okay, so that is that. Yanko President Mahama, I have to use 10 minutes. Okay, so when President John Dramani Mahama, yes, we say Ijata. Sometimes I know a bit Mikakra Rollins, Kufuor, Mills, Mahama, Kufuor. Okay, so President Mahama is the 4th and the 6th president of Republic of Ghana. Okay, so President John Dramani Mahama is sworn in on the 7th of January 2025. Okay, now President Mahama buying, say, adi who pan say election, beto election. Adi ma incumbency quota deficit. What politics? Your political sense, they will teach you that. And no say, obi adebi owa abemuno. Aya or assemble the pot. Oh, because the biano accusations near the enemy, the woman near catcher and the other. It's more opposition, the biano more edge over your friend say the Oti Abemno. Or President Mahama, or Baby Diadiano. Adia Bakwa, say a boy piety corruption. Yes, a corruption. Where ye and now pay NPP for Nankasa, Adani campaign managers at Yama NDC for. So they were coming up with an utterances and no man be a man NPC4 echo NPP4 co-position. Chick at the DB Jenny a hunter be an encophobia display and the count with the my NPP co-position and a corruption and no count with the my NPP co-position and the economic indicators was no good and no count with the my NPP co-position. But I think that the NDC gradually turning into NPP. They have started, I'm not saying that they have done, but they have started making the mistakes that NPP made at the opposition. I'm just pointing to you three. Then we'll continue maybe next week. So let's start the journey. Okay, so when President Mahama came, Mami, I do my end, but I have to do it again. Can you obey me up with your mommy? Because sometimes Anna may yira, Anna confess as Ghana yira. Yes, so Pomuka Crafa Mami. Okay, so where President Atta Mills? Atta Mills is the third president of the First Republic. So President Mills Abayo, about 2009, 7 January 2009, and you saw it in. You saw President Mills in. The first year, that is the 2009. This is what happened. President Mills Namamunu was saying the scandals akesiepa about President Mills Namamunu ebini maybe a Johnson bribery scandal 2009. Or this major scandal involved a British firm, maybe a Johnson Limited, which admitted in the UK court to paying bribes to officials of the previous National Democratic Congress regime in the 1990s to win contracts. The scandal rocked the newly inaugurated Mills government in 2009, leading to the resignation of key officials, including Dr. George Sipayanki, Aja Sipayanki, Minister of Health, and Amadou Seidu, Minister of State at the presidency, as well as pressure on others mentioned in the scandal. So President Mills in the first year, these are some of the scandals buyer and no more Orasi Payanki resign. Let's move on. Plus, I know I had a fast man. Yeah, okay, very good. We also see Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak scandal in 2009. Or see the then Minister for Youth and Sports, Muntaka Mubarak, a Aswasi member of Parliament, the current Minister of Interior. Or see the then Minister for Youth and Sports was accused of misappropriating public funds, including allegations regarding excessive expenditure on air tickets and other personal expenses, including chinchinga and pampers, diapers, with his girlfriend. President Mills ordered investigations, and Muntaka subsequently resigned from his position following findings of indiscretion and abuse of power. So, Muntaka Mubarak was also accused of misappropriating funds, and I don't want to go into it because it came. So, these are some of the scandals hitting President Mills, and underline the word first year. Okay, let's move on. Taka bribery allegation 2009. Reports surfaced in 2009 alleging that NDC officials received bribery payment from Taka, a UAE-based energy firm, to secure approval for an expansion of Takrady Power Station. So the Takrady Power Station, the NDC going to be a bribe a free UAE-based energy firm, and Sana it's what are some of the scandals appear at Tamils the first year. Okay, so let's move on. Who else? Okay, so STX Korea housing deal 2009. Allegations were made that a 12-member delegation negotiating the 10 billion STX housing deal on behalf of Ghana in 2009 received bribes from the Korean company. Nipa ya shobo so omu konkodi ano 12-member delegation. Omu konkodi ano enko Jojo Mayane STC no. Omu kwaje bribe about 10 billion. Contract is 10 billion. No, omu kwaje bribe. These are some of the allegations that hit President Mills Namamumu. Then let's move on. Who else? Okay, so this is Nana Danke Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo was sworn in 2017. Now 2017 you sworn in the first year. That is the first year. Underline the word the first year. The one that I told you about President Mills is the President Mills' first year. Where the first year of Akufo-Addo was a key scandals in 2017. Burst contaminated fuel scandal. The bulk oil storage and transportation company sold 5 million liters of contaminated fuel to unlicensed company, allegedly resulting in the loss of about 50 million in revenue. Contaminated fuel once buy in 2017 worth of $5 million, 50 million Ghana cedi with those days $5 million, and go through the legal process and tender. NBBA, a Toma Alliances company, Emma Ura Afedoben, Yamana resign, 2.25 billion bond saga. A controversy surrounded the issuance of the 2.5 billion bond with the claims of conflict of interest involving the finance minister and the key investor. So the finance minister Oro Furata also on by 2.5 billion 2.2 billion dollars bond saga be a buyer and for Oro Furata Hosa. Oh, this is the first year of Akufo-Addo. Let's move on. This is the first year of Akufo-Addo. Let's move on, please. Okay, the bribery allegation within Parliament. Allegation made that some members of the Parliamentary Appointment Committee were bribed, sparking investigation into the bribery MP. Yabaka so Rabwache Jakon, Tamane Yeveti no. We told he say he paid bribe to some of the vetting committee members. Emane kofa problem by the current majority leader Mama Ayariga and Muntaka Mubarak. It was a butu. Muntaka said that the man did not pay money. Ayariga said he paid money. So Omumionuka said, okay, Ebayamofa Korai and so Muntaka said that. Okay, so that is that. And the Ministry of Sanitation website scandal. A scandal erupted over the high cost of website for a Ministry of Sanitation. So Ministry of Sanitation, so Madam Madam also Cecilia Bradapa. Okay. Also the website and I will told say Omukofesi Katuti develop website. So if you watch all these things, they are the first year of these two presidents, Atamils and Akufo-Addo. Atamils and Akufo-Addo. Their first year were able to record these scandals, and this is premise fuel diversion. The Ministry of Fisheries faced scrutiny due to the alleged diversion of pre-mixed fuel intended for fishermen. So that is that. And also by Akufo-Addo first year. That's the first year. The one that I read, fact President Milson, and the first year. When Akufo-Addo so first year, about 6 scandals in his first year. But listen to me, bring back President Mills. President Mahama. President Mahama. Etimiatina Bemu 1 year, 4 months, and we are yet to record any scandal in his government. And it's a plus. It is plus. Now I'll tell you why they are making mistake. It is a very good exercise and it's raising the bar. Ebama a baby or baby that abani will be in trouble. Okay, so let's move to the fish. Yabaka I say, okay, let's move to the fish. Okay, so this is the fish. Fish for a international firm. Data analysis any idea. Remember, say, Tama President Mahama Bebano. Now your inflation was the 21.4%. And your food inflation was 21.0. Say inflation about 3.2%. Food inflation about 5.4%. Okay, so the exchange rate, the dollar was 14.7. Today the dollar is 11 cedis. I'm told that it's from 10.68 now about 11 cedis. Our reserves, foreign reserves, Akufo-Addo be connect what's a $10 billion? He said President Mahama say $13 billion according to the Bank of Ghana. And now also your GDP, so your GDP Akufo-Addo be connect akakra me $100 billion. Say your SCD ya go beyond the $100 billion and all that. Okay, so based on these economic indicators now, and a future foresee, fish solution foresee has projected Ghana economy will remain relatively insulated from the fallout of the UN-Iran conflict, citing country's strong position as the beneficiaries of elevated global gold prices. According to the analysis, robust export-driven foreign exchange inflows, particularly from the gold alongside Ghana's broadly neutral net oil trade position, are expected to ease pressure on the external account and support stability of the city. The report further notes that pro-fiscal consolidated effort coupled with the implementation of the new gold royalty regime will help contain fiscal pressure, strengthening the Ghana's overall economic resilience and make global geopolitical uncertainty. So, 54 BHS the US, Israel, Iran war now. A lot of countries will have the external shocks. So Germany has started, some of the European countries, they have started feeling the shocks, including some of the African countries. But 54 now, where financial data analyst no episode much and say obviously President Mahama because of the gold purchasing policy kwanya first gold bond aba and no money no mano sa shocks na ye kano entimi affect Ghana for what said the SSK affect. Remember that Nana Akufo-Addo was doing well in 2017 but until COVID came. Akufo-Addo revived the economy the 2020-21 echo until the Russia-Ukraine war came. It hit this country and destroyed everything, and our economic indicators started, escalating and all that. But Fitch was telling us, the U.S.-Iran conflict wouldn't affect us much because of a modern President John Dramani Mahama. Now, let me tell you something. The reason why that mistake. Okay, so now, if you get all these things right, then you don't guide it with other things. You have a problem. And this is one of the problems. Let's watch the LGBTQ bill. I hope say obiani the LGBT. Asema yeke and obiani mo asem any ade the LGBTQ plus bill. Ye ba beto abano. The LGBTQ plus bill. Please let's see the LGBTQ plus bill. Please. Hello, okay, that's fine. This is the LGBTQ plus. 2021, there's Sam George, the current Minister for Communication and Digitalization. Okay, so Sam George, together with additional seven members of Parliament, including Assam South Member of Parliament, John Intimford, will say, "Baby, I will be a church, such a fine gentleman, or you good basa." Okay, so they drafted this law. And as a bill at the core Parliament, it's a promotion of proper human sexual rights and Ghanaian family values. It's over the way the core Parliament started George Mwasema say Akufo-Addo your Parliament and passed that law no though already a Criminal and Offences Act no section 104 talks about unnatural carnal knowledge. It will be that but almost drafted when they say the bear on cannot natural knowledge, that's a 104 no a restricted kakra, but there are some provisions be a what sa bill we mo and no bet me aboya more the kai or bent me dane no ho bema obi was me bema me your ban so the vice versa me so person me say and the conference e bi o why is LGBT force here all right you person be conference for Ghana and no number we be block or more and a lot of stuff and yeah okay so Akufo-Addo this bill was passed in 2004. So the 2004, you had to call Parliament. Parliament passed it. Nana Akufo-Addo was supposed to sign the bill. He did not. And somebody took it to Supreme Court. Even when Supreme Court, Akufo-Addo refused to do it. But if Akufo-Addo wanted to do it, I think that as a president at that time, you could have found a way to do it. But he did not do it. Okay. So the opposition, the campaign, the then government. The reason why some people also vote for NDC and this other one. Now, President Mahama March, that's 2 months into his 3 months into his administration. And a Catholic Bishop Conference for visited President Mahama. It's only the governor also the LGBTQ bill no young fan ko bebia na obe try say there a buy no first one the I spy. He's talking about this one, the first one, the 2024. No, I spy. And the coach spy says some of the members of Parliament are bill, it be a free Parliament, it be a secret election, to be money. It also suggested say a bank in some to buy somewhere near the proper near some family Parliament near and all my BB. Some of the MPs be about the car, a bit set up for MP and all that blah 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 blah. It's all about the car and you see a passing law. The NDC has the majority in Parliament. But honorable Intimford our bill no Elmo sponsor bill no say the NDC are doing like a discaster. They don't want to pass the LGBTQ bill plus law our Parliament. Omo pese ade baba Parliament cry. It told me like a discaster. So over the weekend or you say a press conference our NPP for you say almost headquarters. So in reaction to that, President John Dramani Mahama made a statement when he met the civil society organizations. Let's listen to what President Mahama said. Reacting to that, to Felix Ofosu-Kwakye eka say President Mahama enye the priority. The LGBTQ bill is not the priority. That listen to when President Mahama met this the civil society organization, what he said about the LGBTQ bill.
Regarding LGBTQ plus issues, it remains a highly emotive and sensitive issue, even in the most advanced liberal democracies. I explained during my recent engagement with the World Affairs Council that it's not the most important issue we face as a nation. We're still grappling with the provisions of basic needs of education, healthcare, jobs, food, clothing, and shelter.
Or say, a time on Okokoshia Award, whatever, he told them that the LGBT is not the most important thing. You know, say that it is not important. Was it any most important? When he say not most important, I don't just say any important. Was it not most important thing? And that who's here? No moment you pressing issues like education, how to create jobs for the people. I think that the president got it wrong. The reason why he got it wrong, he said, you see, I call for the two about the mouth. Somebody voted for you because of this bill. So, before the Babontia Bekasadi we said, you could have said, oh, the LGBTQ bill, they have brought it. But if the parliament, your margin say, so I'm best, I pass here the bar may sign. Finito. You were just know why you were Duma. But I think that what Felix Ofosu-Kwakye said, that it is not his priority, already has what the president said. Now they have come to realize that it was wrong. So Sam George, who championed the LGBTQ bill, has come out to readdress or address what happened, what the president said, and what Felix Ofosu-Kwakye said. Senior Beya, the pressure is trying his best to take the pressure out of them. Now let's watch it. What Sam George?
130 learning centers across the country. This 130.
Okay. All right. Look for that one. Let's play. That's what I told you, that they are the same. So be very careful about it. If it is ready, let's play. Let's play it.
People don't understand what this is about. Just last week, I had to help a father whose 21-year-old son had been abducted by someone who was sodomizing him as his gay lover. A 55-year-old Ghanaian, UK Ghanaian. For 3 weeks, kept the man's 21-year-old son away from him. Thanks to COP Lydia Donko, Director General of CID, who worked with our team to identify, track the number,
Kesben 92.9 FM,
and rescue the boy just last week. So if you don't know what's happening in this country, you will think that there is nothing in Sam George.
Kesben 92.9 FM.
The innocence of our children and protecting our family values, we will. And to those who say we have other priorities, this is a priority for us. This is a priority for us.
This is a priority for us. Okay, so that is that. Way coming from Sam George. You see, he's trying his best to readdress what the president said. I think that he's a very clever person, very smart. He has realized that the president goofed, Felix Ofosu-Kwakye goofed, and it is putting pressure on the government. And Nuti is readdressing it. Say, it is a priority for us. It is a priority for us. That is how it's supposed to be. So I was suggesting, say, Kebi at the president, when he was asked of this question, maybe because the LGBTQ bill, we campaign. I said, I'm ready. If the parliament is the Juma, just leave it there. But if you say that it is not your priority, it is not most important, it takes something out of everything that you have done. That's it, corruption, the economic indicators, you are doing good. And it's people don't watch all these things sometimes. Utterances can let your government come down. Utterances. So you people should watch it. The goodwill of NDC gradually coming down. The what the press channel saw, you'll be in trouble. The other time I told you that if I watch the NPP here, sometimes I see their communicators. Until something will happen, it will be very difficult for them to criticize. Now they are getting points to criticizing you because of some of the utterances. Nana Akufo-Addo made an utterance Kwabri East. When he was asked, Kwabri East, over the whole Ghana, the two about NPP, about 92,000, more than what NPP got in the whole northeast, upper west, and upper east. They got more than them, even Kwabri East alone. Then they go for to give them a cheek. He give them a cheek. And no can we be in a man people opposition. You get me? Ukasa. Mame dokno bia mi say mame dokno no ko yayi your friend say NDC ni. Mame dokno was following NDC like nobody's business. Yes. Mame dokno was an NDC person. But you see the problem Kufuor had in 2008 when Mame dokno joined his campaign and mounted a platform and said that yes afe na mimi aba first panam wa ha se de maba afe na mimi aba Joshua Kufuor aba sa asem na nyankofo bebrede. Even the NPP people, they did not take it kindly and they told that Sadine Kabubi and a man NPP co-opposition in 2008 because it was a tribalistic, it was a tribal, the fellow say commentary, tribal statement. Mimia Joshua Kufuor achimaba enti achimfoaba na mo NDC say mimia badia and you follow no. It was wrong and people did not vote because of that and people voted beside no. Even when cabinet met share almost so this is what we are going to do. You be see a friend say airport and wo kuma ayi Cape Coast. The Dr. Baumia went to announce it. And Kufuor realized that their books are not good. They can't build it. Then the Kufuor one there that then it became something on Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. It looks like say Baumia na the pen wako chant for their chair. You friend say keep people of Cape Coast. It wasn't like that. But today, I bet you this what the man say one kind of crack. So your utterances, you have to be very careful. I'm telling you, UNDC. You have started well. Who show more utterances? Kakra, sir. I'm telling you, I built it up. Now obisu kokawe, no obia kokawe, one share. Dachi, you know, who bet you doc roka. I'm telling you, you can be on social media, insult me, TikTok, whatever you want to say there. I don't give a time. I'm telling you, if you want to stay in the position, watch your utterances. Now let's see quickly your time now. So let's see Dr. Mwakohene and Sam George quickly. Okay, so this is Sam George and this is Dr. Mwakohene. Dr. Mwakohene is a regional minister at the Ashanti region, and Sam George is a minister of communication and digitalization and whatever. Okay, so Sam George is building learning centers, computer and digital learning centers all over the country. Now, we just say about 130 learning centers and almost building. You see, there's one thing that happened. I think that I'm going to intervene unless so before being want to intervene. Or social media, it should come out to explain widely to some of us so that you understand why this happened. Because when you go to Ashanti region, NDC are gunning for 40% in Ashanti region. Remember that anytime they get beyond 28% or 28%, they win election in Ashanti region. You get me? They win election in Ashanti region. The last election, they had over 30%. And they said that their next election, they want to get 40%. So they got 40%. And so we need the wish of Ashanti people, Ashanti region. Fight for them. For you to know that you are fighting for them before you can get that 40%. Now, let me tell you something. This Swami interchange issue now, you can hear you. Say, I didn't hear 40 and you better Swami 2 and no Kumasi phone come ye. Ashanti region, they haven't finished saying it. Every day you go there, it is on radio, they are discussing it, and nobody's intervening for the people of Kumasi. Now something has happened. Because about something has happened. Let me show you. Sam George is building digital learning centers all over the country. Now, let's watch the digital learning centers. What is it about? Digital learning centers. Quickly. Your time now, yeah. So, okay, so this is the key details of the learning centers. No, I'll see key details of the learning centers. Total centers, 130 sites are being established nationwide. Equipment, each center is equipped with 50 customized laptops. 6,500 total laptops from the government stock. These initiatives aim to train youth in digital skills and connect them to jobs, part of broader goal to create 200,000 technology-driven jobs by 2028. So, where the digital learning centers are buying the person will see edema the whole Ghana, yeah, they call regions. No? But because of the time factor, my main interest. Now, why other than 30 digital centers now? Yeah, building on 16 regions. No, if I tell you the number of what an Ashanti region has, it will blow your mind. I don't get it. Listen to some George on this. Listen to some George.
130 learning centers across the country. These 130 learning centers are in each of the 16 regions. So in each of the 16 regions, we've got learning centers. We've got in the Ahafo region, we have 4 centers. In Ashanti, there are 3. In Bono, there are 7. Bono East, 8. Central region, 9. Eastern region, 4. Greater Accra region, 24. Northeast, 3. Northern, 11. OT, 4. Savannah, 7. Upper East, 11. Upper West, 7. Volta, 14. Western is 9. And then Western North is 5. Bringing you to 130 learning centers. Now, for each of our learning centers, we are going to be deploying for a start.
You come to Greater Accra, that 140. You see, the Greater Accra is 24. Ashanti region 3. Then you go to Northeast 3. Western region 9. Volta region 7. Savannah 7. Blah blah. So, how did they come by that? How did they come by that figures? Because when you take the population of this country, let's watch it. You want the population of this country according to Ghana Statistical Service in the 2021 World and Housing Population Census. Let's watch it. The Ghana map, the World and Population Census. The population in this country, please, let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's watch the Ghana map. The population of this country, we know that Greater Accra and the Nipanedoso, followed by Ashanti region. So if you watch the population, the Greater Accra has a 5,446,237, and the Ashanti region have 5,432,485, and on and on and on and on. So the question that we are asking is, Dr. Mwakohene, this is going on. I'm urging you to come and explain to the people of Ashanti region, or else this thing will create a problem for you. Explain to them. The reason why Ashanti region not Greater Accra, no Ashanti region, and then the same 5 million in population. And you're 24. How come that Western North is in power with Ashanti region? How come that Central region, their doors is Ashanti region? How come that Volta region, their doors is Ashanti? I'm not doing the favoritism, but I'm just giving you a clue that you need to explain to them because people don't understand it. People don't understand it. This is a learning centers, digital learning centers, and people don't understand it. Yesterday I saw a post there. A post from Ashanti, whatever be. Let's read it in Amen Kosisia. A post I post to fact post it so okay, so that is that. Then put it on the TV now confusion. Where the Ashanti Nation on Facebook. Also, wow, you are rolling out 130 learning centers across the country, and we gave Ashanti region the second most populated region in Ghana, only 3 centers. Whilst even smaller regions, some with less than 1 million population, were given 8 centers. Wow, Sam George and his NDC. What makes this even more striking is that the Ashanti region appears to have received the lowest number of centers overall. Considering the region's size, influence, and its contribution in terms of voter support, the region that gave you your second highest vote away from the Greater Accra region in the 2024 elections. And this is our reward at the end. 3 out of 130 centers, you gave Ashanti Miwa, Ashanti. Meanwhile, you gave others as high as 24, 40, 11, and counting. Whoa, okay. Dr. Franka Mwakohene, are you aware of this? And what are you doing about this? Your own party will make your job hard, I'm telling you. So that is that. That Dr. Mwakwanyini needs to explain this. Please, Bombardier, Doc, I trust you. I trust you. Open that your network. Take more information from St. George and explain it to Ghanaians, to the people of Ashanti region. They don't understand it because this does not make sense to me. Maybe it does not make sense to me. So then you explain it to them that the reason why Ashanti region is getting 3 learning centers, then others will get in 14 and 24. Thank you very much, Midin. Proposiga. Jafaka Chebedu time bebrebe. To me about 2 items, very crucial to me, but no problem. So Nyame Aduma next week we will continue this. When you see a queer, the explanation will come. By explanation now,